All right, some breaking news coming in at this moment. Major relief for Reliance Jio Infocomm Ltd. The Supreme Court has dismissed a PIL seeking cancellation of 4G license to Reliance. Petition argued the centre's decision to allow voice telephony has given undue benefit of about 22,842 crore rupees to Reliance. It also alleged that the company was allowed backdoor entry into voice telephony using BWA spectrum by paying entry fee of meager amount of 1,658 crore rupees determined way back in 2001. The petition alleged that the auction was being done and it would have brought 40,000 crore rupees to the exchequer. We've got Anusha Soni joining us at this moment. Anusha, it's a major relief for Reliance. This argument that was put forward in this particular petition, on what grounds has it been dismissed?
Sanket, as you rightly pointed out, this is a major relief for the Reliance and the telecom sector at large. Remember the 4G spectrum, which is a very limited spectrum in this country with, very limited space and still a growing number of users in this country. Reliance is one of the major players. So this verdict was very crucial for them, not only commercially, but also in the long-term aspect of growing this business as a large. For the consumers, it means that many people who are already using Reliance 4G spectrum can now continue to use its uninterrupted services. Thirdly, the point you asked about what are the arguments on which the Supreme Court has, refused to disallow this. It was a petition of Prashant Bhushan, and earlier, remember, in the hearing this matter, Chief Justice Thakur had raised many questions as to how Prashant Bhushan and other petitioners have reached the conclusion that this decision of the government was arbitrary and illegal. Prima facie, what the court has said is that this was the discretion of the government to allow Reliance to use the 4G spectrum for voice calling, because earlier when it was allocated to Reliance, it was only meant for data services. Now, keeping that into mind, the court has said that it was in the purview of the government to, give something like that. And as far as the usage fee is concerned, there's something called a usage fee. That usage fee, the government can go ahead and decide and increase if they want to. So that is what the court has said, that right now we are not cancelling this, but the government must decide on the usage fee. It is low right now. The government must take a call whether it needs to be hiked in the future since it's being used for voice calling or not.
Anusha Soni, many thanks for joining us with all the latest.
All right, we're getting news that after getting DNA samples, or rather giving the DNA samples of the 4 Pakistani terrorists killed in the Pathankot airbase attack, India is now contemplating disposing of the dead bodies lying.
There's the hair. But then I decided to use the public transport. And now I feel I look like Natha. But don't you worry, the show looks fantastic.